welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Jerrica
and I'm Elena.
Welcome.
And today we are gonna read the first Bible and prayer book.
Again, and we also mentioned this book in our last video, which is David and the Giant. And if you want to go check that out, it will be in the description or the eye corner.
And now, you know what's our topic?
Can you guess? It's in the title. Okay, so we're talking about Moses, which is, there's 2 chapters, which is a princess and a baby,
and a king who said no.
Yes, so let's get started.
Woo! Alright, now let's read.
Oh, and I also prepared this blue ribbon right here.
Oh, okay. A princess and a baby. You have such a lovely baby boy, said the nurse. The baby waved his little hands and kicked his feet. His mother held her baby tight and cuddled him close. She should have been so happy, but she was dreadfully afraid.
So the reason why right here she was afraid because in our next page they will say something.
Yes, which involved that sentence. The people of Israel, Joseph's family, have lived in Egypt for a long, long time. Now they were in danger. Kill every baby boy, the cruel king ordered. There are too many of these people in Egypt.
So yeah, the reason why she was afraid because they said kill every baby boy, and Moses is a boy.
Yeah, like he's just a newborn.
Okay, now I'm gonna read it, which is page 94.
Okay.
So, how could the baby's mother keep him safe? She must keep him secret. The nurse kept the secret. Big brother Aaron kept the secret. Big sister Miriam kept the secret. And the baby slept alive. And when he cried, his mother quickly hushed him. So Moses had a big brother and also a big sister.
Yeah.
But as he grew up, the baby made more noise. He didn't sleep as much. He chuckled and laughed. He bellowed for his dinner. His mother was definitely afraid. Soon someone would find out her secret. So this picture was when he was like a newborn. And well, right here, he looked like he is 3 months.
Yes.
All right, Ellie.
Go down to the river and get me some reeds, she said to big sister Miriam one day. Bring me some sticky tar, she said to big brother Aaron. Whatever was she doing? She was making a little basket out of reeds with tar to keep the water out. So in this page, she's braiding reeds, putting with sticky tar, and that's sticky tar.
So it won't stuff that will be in there.
Yes.
And she also made a lid. So.
And if you're wondering what is she putting in there or what is she doing with it, well, let's find out.
Yes.
When it was finished, she put the baby inside. Then she hid the basket among the tall reeds at the river's edge. You stay here and make sure he's safe, she said to big sister Miriam. Then she went home.
So look at this picture. There was the reed basket that is on the river. So when she's doing like that, God is protecting Moses from like other things like alligators, fish,
crocodiles.
Yeah, like waves or storm and all those stuff.
Yes.
All right. So someone was coming. It was the king's own daughter. Whatever is that, she said when she saw the basket. She opened the lid and there was the baby with tears trickles down his cheeks. Then she said, poor little thing, the princess said. He must be hungry. And then, in the next page, shall I go and get help? Big sister Miriam offered. And yes, please, said the princess. So Miriam ran home to go get her mother. Look after this baby till he's old enough and come and live with me, the princess said. She was talking to the baby's own mother. Thought she did not know it. We should call him Moses. So right here, by the name of Moses, it's mean on the water.
Yes.
And I'm really glad that the princess was at the river she was showering that time. So that's a good thing she saw the basket.
Yes.
And she can also save Moses' life. And now we're on to our next chapter, which is the king who said no.
Okay, this is an interesting part because that will know more about the story. Alright, let's read it. Moses lived in the king's palace, but he did not belong there. He was one of the people of Israel. The king of Egypt made the people of Israel his slaves. Wow. Man with cruel whips make them work harder and harder. Moses tried to help, but that only made the king angry.
So as you see in the picture, even though they're still working for them, but they also get whipped by them because when they do things that is wrong and they don't like it, so they have to whip them at the back and all those stuff. Even if they're old, they don't really care. Alright, so Moses ran away, far away to another land where he worked as a shepherd. One day, when he was minding the sheep, he saw something very strange. In the middle of the bush, a fire burned. He could see the flames, but the bush was not burned up. Moses went closer. Then he heard a voice calling his name, Moses, Moses. Ooh, what's that?
Wow.
God was speaking to him. I have a special job for you, God said. I know all about the cruel queen of Egypt and the horrible thing he does. The people of Israel are my people. Go and tell the king he must let my people go. But Moses did not want to because I can't do that, he said. The king of Egypt is very angry with me. You can do it if I can help you. God said, tell my people what I have said. Tell them it's time they had a land of their own. If you are afraid, take Aaron with you. So if you don't remember who is Aaron, it's his big brother.
Okay, so this is the part when they visit Egypt back. Moses and Aaron went to see the king. God says, let my people go. God? Who is God? I don't know your God, said the king. And he made the Israelites work harder than ever.
Oof.
So God sent Moses to warn the king, let my people go, or I will send a terrible disaster. You will have no clean water to drink. Oh, I wonder.
The king said no, and there was no clean water to drink. Oops. Just as God said, disaster number 1.
Again, God sent Moses to warn the king, let my people go, or I will send a terrible disaster. They will be frogs everywhere. Frogs in the soup. Ew. You can drink them. Ooh. And frogs in bed with you.
Just imagine when you're sleeping, there's frogs everywhere. Ew.
Ah. The king said no, and there were frogs everywhere, hopping and jumping. Frogs in soup and frogs in people's bed, just like as God said. Oh, and it's called disaster number 2. Please get rid of these frogs, begged the king. The king asked Moses, and Moses asked God, and God got rid of the frogs, but the king did not let God's people go.
Again, God sent Moses to warn the king because the king said no last time. So, let my people go or there will be gnats all over the place. Nasty little biting gnats. The king said no. And there were gnats all over the place. Nasty little biting gnats. Just as God said, which is disaster number 3.
No, the king stamping his foot. I still say no. Then the disasters came thick and fast. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's too much.
Like 10 disaster? Oof. So, if you want to know if the king said yes or not, you can wait and stay tuned for our next video.
Part 2. So this is part 1, and the next video will be part 2, or maybe, I don't know, maybe other videos because we are talking more about Bible stories. And if you want to see more of our Bible contents, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye! Bye!